Hey everybody, it's Mr. Greg. I'm back again. Thank you for all of you who are staying up late and hanging out with us tonight. I'm so excited that you're here, and I'm really excited to get to hang out with my friend Katie Wonderly. Hey Katie,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm doing good. Hanging in there. Last couple of weeks of school.
Right? It's exhausting, but
Oh yeah.
fun. Tomorrow is actually our field day, so I'm excited, but also like, whew, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
long day.
Oh yeah.
Well, listen, y'all, we're excited that Katie's joining us tonight to talk all about Google Slides and interactive designs. I can't wait to learn more about this, Katie. I'm really excited. Katie, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? All the things.
Great. I am Katie Wonderly. I'm a music teacher, pre-K through fifth grade in Oklahoma. This is my 8th year of teaching, but then this session is kind of a little less music and more to my other side, which is being a tech enthusiast. So I grew up with a dad who was super involved in tech, and so I always was kind of on the sidelines watching. So this is going to be a big tech session.
Well, I love it. I love it. I love it. I cannot wait to see this other side of you. Actually, we see the other side of you because Katie is does the social media for Elevate and does a lot of our graphic designs, and so I get to see that side a lot. So Katie is uber talented in all the things. So you're going to love her session at Elevate. I want to go ahead and tell y'all we are doing another giveaway. We are giving away a free ticket to Elevate Virtual, and we're giving away another one of our Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord Groovy Planners. So it is super easy to enter tonight's giveaway. All you need to do is hit the share button, invite your friends to join us, and leave us a comment. The more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. And you could win a free planner, a free Groovy planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. So hit that share button. Invite your friends to join us. I can't wait to see what Katie has to share with us tonight. So if you have any questions for Katie about Google Slides, interactive designs in Google Slides, drop those in the comments. Katie, I'm sure will be happy to answer your questions. So like Katie said, her session at Elevate is going to be different because Katie is a music teacher, but at Elevate Virtual, she's going to be talking all about Google Slides. So Katie, give us a little sneak peek of your session and what you're going to be teaching us.
Sure. So this all kind of started back in the dark times during COVID when we were all stuck at home trying to virtually teach everything. And it started off with kind of what everybody was doing at that time, which was Bitmoji classrooms. Everybody wanted their interactive, fun, cute Bitmoji classroom. And so, of course, naturally, I did the same thing. But then as I started kind of exploring Google Slides more and what the different capabilities were, I started to kind of brainstorm on how else could I use Google Slides to bring an interactive experience to my students. And so it kind of exploded from there. And so my session is going to kind of walk through that timeline of where I started, what all the different ideas that came from it, but then also giving step-by-step instructions for how you can do the same thing in your classroom.
I love that. Well, let me just be real and transparent. I am not a slides person. I am not a teacher that teaches from slides. We actually had this conversation today with my one of my coworkers and one of my assistant principals. I don't get it. Like I don't get the slides. I don't get it. So I am legit looking forward to your session because I want to learn more. I want to learn the benefits. I want to learn how to do it. So I know if anyone can convince me to use slides, it's going to be you. All right. So
Well,
no pressure.
and the great thing about this is it's actually more student-based than teacher-based. So the teacher is the one making the slides, but these are interactive things for students to do on personal devices. So our school is lucky we have one-to-one iPads. So these are all kind of slides that I sent to their devices for them to do the interacting and the exploring independently.
Ooh, I like that too. Ooh, that's fun. And it's different. I like that it's student driven. I love that because typically when you think about slides, you think about standing up and teaching with the slides.
Yeah.
So I love that. Ooh, Melissa wants to know, does this work for kindergarten?
I think it does. And I kind of give some I started with my big kids, I'll be quite honest, and it was easier to introduce it on their level. But throughout my presentation too, I talk about ways that you can make things accessible to younger learners and learners that maybe have different needs. And so when there's instructions on the screen, I talk about how you can add an audio button so students can just tap and listen to the instructions versus having to read them and other kind of things like that.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, y'all, Katie is one of our Elevate virtual presenters. So you don't want to miss her session. We're going to get more into the session. She's going to talk to us more about these Google Slides and these ideas in tonight's live. But go ahead and click the link in the comments in the description. Use the code Katie. Is that your code?
I think so.
Okay. If not, Crystal will correct me in the comments. But that code will save you an extra 25%, which means you get your ticket to Elevate Virtual for $75. For $75, you get online virtual on-demand access for 90 days, more than 30 professional development sessions, 4 keynotes, a certificate for 30 plus contact hours, $500 worth of digital resources to download for your classroom, $10,000 in giveaways, and you can also get college credits at Elevate Virtual. And we now have a virtual app, so you can access the conference on your virtual app or on your computer. So we've made it even easier to access all of the amazing content at Elevate Virtual. And guess what? If you've attended any Elevates in the past, don't worry. Elevate Virtual is all brand new content, brand new sessions. So get registered, click the link in the comments in the description, use the code Katie to save yourself an extra 25%. Y'all, listen to me. For $75, you get $500 in products for your classroom, $500 in resources. Like even if you don't watch a single session, that's way worth the money. So get registered, click those links, use the code Katie. We can't wait to see you at all at Elevate Virtual. So Katie, go ahead and just kind of give us some stuff about your interactive designs, your Google Slides. Give us a little sneak peek into what you're going to teach us. And I've seen several people who said they really need this session. So we're all excited for it.
Definitely. So I'll kind of start with the basics and where we kind of started, which was just an interactive notebook. And it's actually the freebie that I'm giving away as part of my session. And so you've got the great opening slide here, and then you click tap here and it brings you. But the great thing about this notebook is that it's completely editable, and I have tips and tricks all throughout it. So you can look at different things and get different ideas for different ways that you can add and change the slides that are there.
Wait, hold on. You're giving that away to everybody?
Yes, that's my freebie.
What? Okay, y'all, that is amazing. All right, go ahead.
So you can use that interactive notebook as it is. Just take off the things that I've put in there or make a copy. So that way you can keep those tips and tricks and then still use the base notebook itself. It's already linked. Everything is good to go. You just got to change the pages.
Can we see that again? Now that Jose has made your screen bigger, we want to see that again because I want everybody to see. Y'all, this is what you're getting at Elevate Virtual. Not only is Katie going to give you all of these great ideas and tips, but look at this amazing free resource that she's going to give you.
So it's a lot of this is information that I'm sharing at my session too, but I wanted it all just in one place for you. So that way it's really easy to look at and kind of walk yourself through the steps.
I love it. I love it. Nicole says, amazing. I can't wait. I'm going to turn into a tech person this summer, right?
Absolutely. You can do it.
I love it. I love it. So let me ask you this question, Katie.
Yeah.
And this goes back to Melissa's comment earlier. Is this for kindergarten? Would your ideas, would what you're doing in your session at Elevate Virtual, would it translate to a smart board? So like if I created this in Google Slides and did it on my smart board, the kids wouldn't necessarily be doing it on their device, but could we be doing it on our smart board?
Absolutely. That hadn't even crossed my mind because I no longer have a smart board in my room, unfortunately, but absolutely. Any touch screen device that you have, the way that it's linked is you just load the Google slide already in present mode. So that way all students have to do is tap the parts of the screen that are tappable and it will work just like that.
I love that because one of the questions we get a lot is people want to know more ways to use the smart boards in their classroom. So this is definitely a session that could really help with that because you're going to show us things we can make and create in Google Slides that would then work on our smart boards as well.
Exactly. And I will say, we were talking about this earlier, because I'm a music teacher, a lot of my examples will be based in music, but my hope is that with the steps that I'm giving you throughout the session, that you'll be able to take those steps and apply it to your own classrooms and your own content areas.
And that's one of the great things about Elevate. And that's one of the missions really of Elevate, is that everything that we do, we show and Elevate comes from classrooms. Like Katie's going to show you what she's creating and making and using in her classroom, but then she's going to show you how you can do that. And so it's going to be easy, simple things that all of us can do. And not only are you going to get all of these great ideas, but you're also going to be inspired. Like that's the hope. Like I talk about this a lot in my sessions is, yes, I want you to walk away with a notebook full of ideas, but I also want to inspire you to think creatively, to think outside of the box, to look at things differently. So hopefully when you're watching Katie creating these Google Slide activities, hopefully your mind will start turning and being like, oh my gosh, I can do that, but I can make it a phonics game. I can make it a math game.
Exactly.
So Katie, give us a couple of tips and tricks that you've learned with Google Slides.
Yeah, my number one tip and trick always is that YouTube and Google are your best friends. Anything that I have learned how to do has been when I've been in a point of frustration or of not knowing what to do. If I just Google the thing that I'm trying to do, or go to what some people call YouTube University and look up the thing that I'm trying to do, there is somebody that has already done it, that is walking you through it step by step on the internet somewhere. And so anytime I'm trying to do something that I can't quite figure out, if I just Google it or go to YouTube, that is the easiest way when I'm kind of stuck in a rut on figuring out all of the crazy tech things that are out there.
I love it. And what Katie is basically saying is for me to stop harassing her about how to use Canva. She's basically saying, go to Google.
But I like other people to know how to, if someone is not available to assist, surely there's someone on the internet that can.
I love it. And you're so it's so true. Like anything we need, like we can just Google it or YouTube it, and somebody has figured it out for us. I love that. All right, y'all, listen, keep the comments coming, keep the questions coming. Let me know if you have any questions for Katie about Google Slides, how to make interactive activities. Katie will be happy to answer your questions. And hit that share button, because the more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual, or you could also win our Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord Groovy Planner for next school year. So hit the share button, invite your friends to join, get in the comments, let us know what questions do you have. What is one of your favorite activities that you've made on Google, or your favorite type of activity?
Yeah, let me start with this one. So this kind of came out of a place, so when I was right before the pandemic, I had made this big display in my hallway for Black History Month, and it had all of these real records from Black musicians, and I had arranged them into this big display, and I had posted about it on the internet, and it went a little bit viral, but there were people in the comments that were like, I hope you're letting them listen to the music. I hope that they can actually hear the musicians that are on these records. And that absolutely was happening in my classroom. But I kept thinking, as I started going through all of these other tech ideas, how could I turn this interactive display? How could I make my hallway and the things that are on my wall interactive, where students could touch the record and play the music? And so this has become one of my favorite things. Now, it took a lot of time to build the first year, but the nice thing is that every year since, all I have to do is rearrange the records, but I'll show you. So this is exactly what my hallway looks like right now outside of my room. And because I'm very particular, I put all of the records in the exact same place. I took a picture of every record so they're the exact same. And so when students get on their devices and they tap on a record, it goes to a slide of that artist. I don't know if you can hear the music, but it plays music from that artist and just gives a little bit of information about that musician. And then all they have to do is click back and go to the main slide and then find another record to click on and explore.
That is so cool. I love that. And now my mind is racing. Of course I'm thinking kindergarten smartboard, but you could tap on an animal and see a video of an animal, right? You could, like, if we're right now, we're doing, obviously we're learning about ocean animals, right?
Yep.
You could tap on the ocean animal and you could watch a video of the jellyfish, right? Or
Exactly.
I think we read a book called Rap a Tap Tap about Bojangles.
I
Like,
love
we can
that
have slides where they could hear, see him tap dancing and see him in the movie with Shirley Temple. Like, there's so much you could do. Melinda wants to do it with the letter of the alphabet, right? Listen, y'all, listen. This is when I start to get really excited, because this is pure Elevate right here. This is what Elevate is all about. Everybody is now going crazy. So many ideas going through my mind. So many ways to use it. That's so fun. That's awesome. That's what Elevate's about. Imagine, y'all, look at how excited we're all getting about this. And we've only been live with Katie for a few minutes. Imagine how we're going to feel after watching Katie's entire session. Not only do we have the ideas, but after watching Katie's session, we're going to know how to actually do it. And then we're going to be able to do it. And so that's what Elevate is all about. So y'all, this is why you need to join us at Elevate Virtual. Click those links. The link to register is in the comments and in the description. Click the link. Use the code Katie to save yourself 25%. That means you're going to get Elevate Virtual for $75. Yes, Jody, you have to bite the bullet and register, because registration closes at the end of May. May 31st. Registration closes, and you forget, you get busy, you get distracted. It's the end of the school year. Registration will close, and then you're going to be so mad and so sad, and you're going to blow Crystal's email up, because you're going to be like, I want to join, I want to join, I want to join. Because this happens every year at Elevate Virtual. Registration closes. The conference kicks off on June 1st. Everybody starts talking about it and sharing, and you can just feel the buzz all over social media. And then people are like, oh, I missed it. I want to register. I want to register. I want to register. Don't be that person. Don't get FOMO. Just sign up now. Click the links, sign up, use the code Katie, save yourself 25%, save yourself sadness, save Crystal stress, get registered. Y'all do not want to miss this. Trust me. Also, hit the share button, invite your friends to join. You might win a planner or a ticket to Elevate Virtual. Okay, so Natasha says, Katie is a rock star. Watching her students interact with the things she's made for them to connect with the curriculum and music is truly amazing. And I can't wait for you to bring that to the rest of us.
That's one of my former student teachers. She's now a second-year music teacher, so she's amazing.
I love that. Well, also, I want to give you a shout out, because your hallway displays are phenomenal.
Thank you.
Like, phenomenal. If y'all need to go check out Katie's social media so you can see her hallway displays, because they're phenomenal. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the artists who you created actually commented about your display, right?
Yeah. So the first 2 years, well, I guess 3 years that I did it, was the 5th year. I just kind of did random musical things. Like the first year, I think I did I did Diana Ross with her big afro. I did like some headphones and some other things. And then last year's, I was thinking, I really want to do like a specific musician. Who could I feature? What could I do? And Questlove made a book called Music is History. And I was like, well, how perfect is that for Black History Month? And so I actually made the records look like Questlove's afro and posted the whole video and pictures. And he ended up seeing all of it. And my students were just so thrilled to know that Questlove knew about our school and our music room. And it actually turned into this really big thing where people were fulfilling things off our classroom wish list. It was wonderful.
I love that. And see, that's what it's about, right? Is motivating our students, getting them excited, letting them know that people see them and care about them. I love that.
It was amazing.
I love that. So there was a comment a couple of minutes ago, and she said she's excited about this session because she's not tech savvy at all. So if we're not tech savvy at all, is this something that we're going to be able to do? Are we going to be able to take this session and actually apply it in our classrooms?
That is absolutely the hope. And what I will say is that all of this that I'm sharing in my 1-hour session is something that took me not only an entire year to kind of develop and work on, but, my school had, at the end of the 2020-2021 school year, well, actually for all of it, we had our Wednesdays completely virtual. And so a lot of the kind of hard work of putting all of these things together and taking the time to take pictures of all the records and things, I had some extra time to make all of those things happen. And so my biggest, I think, encouragement for you is just to start small and to start simple. And for me, that was the Bitmoji Classroom. And for hopefully for you, that's why the interactive notebook is there. The slides are built, they're already linked to where they need to be. And so hopefully by having that interactive notebook that you can kind of explore and see how things are done, then you can start expanding that and creating more things from scratch.
Well, listen, y'all, there you go. What more do you need to register for Elevate Virtual? Katie has made it that simple. We're going to get an interactive notebook that already has the slides built. Everything is linked. All we have to do is go in and edit it to make it fit what we're doing in our classroom. So there you go. So what more do you need? I love that. I love that. I can't wait. And people are still coming up with their ideas. So I have a feeling, Katie, we're going to see a pretty big impact from this in classrooms. And I'm looking forward to it because, like I said, I want to use my smartboard more. I want the kids to have more opportunities to interact. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to do that. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. I was going to just think about it too, as I was looking at some of my other things that I've done, talking about starting small and starting simple. One of the things that I still use today that was one of the more simpler things is just this choice board. And this started when we were virtual. But then as I have become, needing subplans for music, all it is 9 images on a screen linked to different music websites. Our music curriculum that we use has games students can play. So I just take the link from that game, put it linked to the image. And so now when I'm gone or when I need some subplans, students have their iPad and they can just tap on the different music websites and have some kind of directed things to explore on their own.
I love that. That's really cool. Thinking and again, that easily transfers to a smartboard. So if you have a sub, like in our building, we have in-house subs. And so they have access to our smartboards. And so that could just be there and it could literally be like sub plans, like open this, and it could have stuff for them to do. They could have access to our Jack Hartman songs, our videos, all that stuff, right? So it makes sub plans even easier. So look, y'all, look what Katie's going to teach us in Elevate. How to make our smartboards more interactive if we need them, how to make interactive games and activities for our kids, how to make subplans more interactive, right? And for all of you who are saying, I'm not tech savvy, Katie's already done a lot of the hard work for us because you're getting an entire interactive notebook with all the slides built, all the things are linked. All you have to do is edit it. Y'all, come on. Like, what more could you want? Like, right?
Well, and that notebook would make great subplans too, because every page you could have a different subject, or every page, at this time of the day, you're doing this. And so there are lots of ways that you can, make that notebook work for whatever you need it to. We had, during the COVID times, our whole specials team had a different page of the notebook. And so students were sent a notebook every week, and they knew if they wanted to go to their music lesson, they would just click on the music tab. If they wanted to go to the PE lesson, they would click on the PE tab and see all the different workout videos there.
I love it. I love it. Listen, somebody said it earlier. They said, well, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and register. Yes, yes, yes. Because the only way to get Katie's awesome freebie and all of her knowledge is to register for Elevate Virtual. And registration closes May 31st. And after May 31st, we'll let you register, but it's going to be $150. So you need to register now, today, right now. Click the link. It's in the description. It's in the comments. Click the link and use the code Katie. That will save you 25% off of your ticket. So you'll be able to register for Elevate Virtual for $75. For $75, you're going to get Katie's awesome interactive notebook, $500 in other resources to download. Think about that, y'all. Now you get an idea of those $500 in resources. Like, think about Katie's interactive notebook. Think about what else you're going to get. You're going to get $500 worth of that stuff. Plus $10,000 in giveaways. You might win some epic prizes. You can get college credits now through Elevate Virtual. You'll get a certificate of attendance, 4 keynotes, Katie Garner, Gary Brooks, more than 30 professional development sessions, 90 days on demand, unlimited access on your computer, and now on our Elevate Virtual app. So we've made it even easier to access all of this amazing content and all of these resources. So many giveaways. Y'all, $10,000 in prizes. That's a lot of giveaways. So we have a few minutes left with Katie. So in a few minutes, somebody's going to win our Groovy Planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord, and somebody's going to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. All you have to do to enter is hit the share button, invite your friends to join, and get in the comments. So you have about 5 minutes before we do our giveaway. So you've got plenty of time to share, and comment. The more you share, the more you comment, the more chances you have to win. And I also want to show this off because I showed this off in our live earlier and people loved it. So this is our new Elevate tote bag. Y'all look at this. Look at this.
The best.
How cute. We know teachers love a good bag. Look at that leather handles. It got our little logo down here. But this is not just a tote bag, y'all. This is like a high quality, heavy duty teacher tote bag. It's a nice size. Perfect for all the things. Y'all, it has a rainbow zipper. A rainbow zipper. Like, we know teacher bags need zippers. Look. But teacher bags really need a rainbow zipper. So listen, you can get that at bertoandco.com. Yes, Amber, you are able to buy the tote bag. The tote bags are available. They are at bertoandco.com. So you can go there and grab your tote bag. See, it's got a beautiful blue lining inside. Inside also has a zipper pouch for all your flare pins. Y'all, so right, teacher, we love a good bag, especially with the rainbow zipper. So check that out. A question just came through.
I saw it, I think, about, they asked if my students all had iPads. And yeah, my district is a 1-to-1 iPad district. So that is one of the reasons why it's so easy to get all of this in students' hands.
We have all of our kids have Chromebooks in our district, but it would still work, right? On a Chromebook, they would just click with their mouse.
Yep, absolutely.
Or as the kids do when they use a laptop, they like poke at the screen, and I'm like, y'all, it's not an iPad. Sorry. Yeah. Well, listen, I love this because, like I said, and I love that the question was asked at the beginning: is this applicable for kindergarten, for pre-K, right? For the younger learners. I love that it is, because it can be with iPads, it can be Chromebooks, but it could also be smart boards. And that wasn't even something that I had thought about until we had this conversation. And so this is great because we're always looking for more ways to use those smart boards and to make them a more powerful learning tool and not just a big TV in the classroom. Yep. So this is fantastic. I cannot wait. Everybody is going to love it. Listen, y'all, if you are looking for more ways to make interactive activities for your classroom using Google Slides, check it out. Elevate Virtual Katie Session is going to be awesome. And the thing is, we've already learned some stuff, right? Like, we've all have all of these amazing ideas. Imagine what we're going to take away from an entire session from Katie. Katie, any last Google Slides tidbits before we wrap things up?
I was thinking about one thing that I had done when we were talking about, being accessible to little learners. And one of the things I did during the crazy years, as I've said, is create a interactive book version of the Nutcracker. The Nutcracker is a big unit I do every year in my classroom. And I love, I think it's called the Story Orchestra is the brand of books, where as you flip through the physical book, you can tap the book and it plays the music from the Nutcracker, from Tchaikovsky. And during the winter times, we were all at home, and I wanted my students to have that experience. I wanted them to hear the story and hear the music. And so I used those interactive Google Slides with just some simple, actually, I have it a little bit right here, but with these arrows. And so as they tap the arrow, it goes through the story, and there's one audiobook or audio clip that is me reading it, and then the other one is playing the music. And so being able to and it's very simple with arrows, they can just tap through and listen to the whole story with music behind it.
I love that. I love that. Emily wants to know, is this something they can do at home, like on those e-learning days?
Absolutely. So one of the ways that I make that happen, or try to make it a little more accessible for students, is I oftentimes, when I'm sending them the link to their devices, or if I'm sending it home or putting it in a learning system, that I'm not putting the actual Google link itself. I love Bitly as a shortened link website where I can just give a very shortened version, music book or whatever it is. And so that way it's easier for students to type into their device, or sending QR codes home where they can, if they have a iPad, where they can scan the QR code and load it onto their devices as well. But most of this actually started when we were at home in the e-learning days, was kind of where this all came from. And then now bringing it into the classroom and still finding ways for students to get to do that and be independent.
I love it. I'm so excited. And I love that everybody else is excited. I love all of the ideas that are being shared and bounced around. And remember, Katie's freebie does so much of the work for us because she's giving us an interactive notebook with tips and tricks, slides already built with links. So she's done a lot of the work for you. That's just one of the benefits that you get from Elevate Virtual. You're going to get all of Katie's knowledge and tips and tricks, and you're going to get this amazing free resource along with $500 in other resources. So get registered now. Don't miss out. Don't have FOMO, because it's the end of the year. We know how crazy busy it gets. We know how tired we all are. Someone actually commented in the earlier live, they wanted to know how in the world I do all of, like, how I teach all day and then do lives at night. And I'm like, do you see this exhausted face?
Barely hanging on.
So don't let the month of May get away from you before you register, because you'll forget and then you'll be so sad. So Elevate Virtual, click the link in the comments and the description. Use the code Katie to save 25%. Get your ticket for $75. 90 days on-demand access on your computer, on the app. 4 keynotes, more than 30 sessions, $500 in free resources, including Katie's awesome interactive notebook, $10,000 in giveaway. You can get college credits. You get a certificate. And it's a lot of fun. So I can't wait to see you all virtually. I cannot wait to learn from Katie's session. And now let's do some giveaways. So we're going to give away a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. If you are the winner of a free ticket to Elevate Virtual, you need to send an email to crystal@elevateyourclassroom.com, and she will take care of you. All right. So let's see who our Elevate Virtual winner will be. And I just saw somebody say coffee, coffee, coffee. Yeah, I don't like coffee.
I didn't start drinking coffee until I was a student teacher, and I have not stopped.
No, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I do have my Coke from Sonic. So that's how I get through the day.
Absolutely.
Give the man a Coke. I got my Coke. Don't worry. And that's what my students have all brought me this week for a Teacher Appreciation Week.
Amazing.
It's like giant bottles of Coke. And yeah, I see several people talking about Nashville, and we do still have some tickets left for in-person in Phoenix and Nashville. We don't have very many. Those in-person conferences are going to sell out, and they're going to sell out soon. So go get registered if you want to join us in person in Phoenix or Nashville. We do have, it's like less than 200 tickets, so do it now. Y'all get pumped for Elevate Virtual. Jose just told me that his StreamYard crashed, so I'm going to choose a couple of winners for our prizes. So the winner for the Elevate Virtual ticket is Nicole Cashman. Nicole Cashman, congratulations. You have won a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. Nicole Cashman, make sure to send Crystal at elevateyourclassroom.com an email, and Crystal will hook you up with your free ticket to Elevate Virtual. And now, okay, somebody, Jennifer McAdoo just says, but where is the turkey drum roll? Y'all, if you've been around for a while, we used to do something called Submissions for Smorgy Live. We would do this YouTube live show once a month where people submitted questions. I answered them live. It was a blast. And when we would do our giveaways at the end of that show, Jason would do a drum roll, and it all, like, people were like, why is there a gobbling turkey in the background? But that was Jason's drum roll. And so it really became a thing about the drum roll, and Jennifer remembered that. So and the winner is
Incredible.
Well, there you go. So now you all,
Last fun pass.
right? You've all experienced the turkey drum roll. So there you go. You are now an official part of the Kindergarten Smorgasbord family because you've experienced the turkey drum roll. All right. All right. So now I will pick a winner for our groovy planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. So if you are the winner of this planner, you need to send an email to kindersmorgy@gmail.com. kindersmorgy@gmail.com. And the winner is Sandra Collier. Sandra Collier. Congratulations, Sandra. You've won a groovy planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. Sandra Collier, send an email to kindersmorgy@gmail.com. And Jason will take care of you and get your planner sent out to you. If you all need a planner for next year, bertoandco.com. We have the best planners out there. We have amazing designs, high quality. Check them out, y'all. We love them, and they sold out. We had to order more, so y'all better grab them because people are literally in tears over the drum roll, y'all. Like once these come back in stock, they will sell out again. So grab them before they sell out. Y'all, this was so much fun, Katie.
Yay. Yeah.
And I love that we're all now super excited about Google Slides and making interactive activities for our kids. So thank you, Katie.
Of course. I'm happy to share.
All right, y'all. Remember, get registered for Elevate Virtual. Click the link in the comments or the description. Use the code Katie to save 25% on your ticket. That gets you access to Elevate Virtual for 90 days. You can access it on the app or on your computer. $500 in resources for your classroom, $10,000 in giveaways, certificate of attendance. You can get college credits. It's going to be a blast. Get registered before May 31st because registration closes May 31st, so you don't want to miss out. Nicole wants a recording of the turkey gobble drum roll. So I think we should make that happen, Katie.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
easy.
think we need to get that recorded, and I think you need to share that for people to use.
File done. We can put a little turkey gif on it too.
Perfect. Or Jason, even like Jason doing it.
Better.
Much better. All right, y'all. Thank you so much, Katie, for hanging out with us tonight and sharing your knowledge. Everyone else, thank you so much for hanging out with us, especially those of you on the East Coast where it's super late. We appreciate you. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week to all of you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for inspiring us and encouraging us. We are honored to be part of this profession alongside you. Thank you so much for all that you do for your students, for your schools, and your communities. We see you, we hear you, and we are forever grateful to all of you. Thank you so much, everyone. Join us at Elevate Virtual, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.